Mm-hmm.
So let's see, to integrate, integration basically means that you are either exposing data from your application or consuming data from another application, right? You
Yeah.
are sending notifications out to um, another users or applications, or you are receiving notifications or information from other systems. Basically, concept of subscribers and uh, you know uh, what is called lenders and borrowers concept, right? You are subscribing, you are registering stuffs to receive, you're registering for stuff to receive from different systems. So that kind of integration is possible, right?
Right.
Now, in order to expose your data from ServiceNow, there are several ways, and there are several ways to expose your data, right? Let's assume that you want to send data out from your system to to a third-party environment, right? In terms of that file, how can you do that, right? So import sets we did, right, where we were importing data from a flat file or a third-party database, Oracle SQL Server, or MySQL database, right? So import set we use to import data into our system, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
But let's talk about if you are given the case to export data from the system. Can you do that? How can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Right? So there are several ways.
Yeah.
One way is that if you are onto the list view here, list of records. So if you right click here, here on the header row of the list, you see this export, right?
Mm.
So the simplest way is to export your data in these formats. For example, if I do XLSX, and I hit enter, this will export the whole of 55 records that I have into this incident table, into this Excel
Mm.
file. You can open it. When I open it, the Excel file will have the same data in columns and cells, right? In Excel.
Mm.
So this is one way of exporting data, right? You select the rows that you want to send out into Excel file, and you can export your data into those files, and those files can be then utilized by some third-party system to import within their database, right, or their application, isn't it?
Mm. Yeah.
Stuff like that. So you can do this as well, right? Now, other way could be another mechanism that you have is what if you want to automate this process of exporting data from a table, right? So the other option is export set, right? Like import
Mm.
sets were there, we have export set, right? You can use export set to send out data in form of a file, and that can be consumed by a third-party system, right? And this process
Yeah.
of exporting data using export set can be automatically done as well. Meaning you can create schedule for exporting data from the system, right? So that's what export set is, right? Very
Mm.
simple. To create an export set, all you have to do is go into the export set application, system export set, right? And then you have
Mm.
to hit create export set, right? And then you provide this information to create the update set, right? This export set, sorry. Or you can use this export set module
Mm.
and you can
Mm.
create the new export set from here as well. So either way, whatever way you want to do, you can create an update set, right? For example, I'm going to
Mm.
create marketing export set, right? And let's finalize the name as marketing underscore export underscore set dot CSV. Right? I want it in form of CSV. Otherwise, you have options of XLS, XLSX, and then you have an option of XML as well. So you can choose the file format in which you want the data, right? If you want to append timestamp to the records into the Excel file or CSV file or XML file, you can use this append timestamp. And you can put a limit of number of rows that you want to display, the maximum number of rows that you want to display in one batch, right? So if, for example, if you want to put 10,000, right? Because more than 10,000, or there is a limited number of rows that you should be displaying in one go using export set, otherwise there will be performance issues, right? But this is, let's put 10,000 as an example. So always consider what is the volume of data that you are transferring using the export set, right? Because if it is, if there are problems using export sets for, if there are problems in exporting huge number of data, then probably we'll find out another way of exporting data, right?
Yeah.
Now, if given that you have supplied all these information, now you have to get export definition, right? Let's see what an export definition looks like, right? When you click export definition, what you need to do is you need to identify what table and what fields from the table you want to export, right? For example, I'll put it as marketing event export definition, and I'll choose the table as marketing events, and from this table I can choose the number of fields that I want to include into the Excel file. For example, only these 4 or these 5, right? Or these as well, and I leave these 5-6 columns here, right? So this is the definition that I am sending out to the export file. Now the condition could be, I can put a condition. For example, I want to send only those records into the table where the budget is not empty, right? If the budget is empty, I do not want to send those records in the export set, right? So here we
Yeah.
go. I created one export definition. Now let's find out what export target looks like. What is an export target? Now, up until now, up to this point, what we have done is we have identified the name of the export set. We have identified the definition, what table to refer to get data for the export set. Now, the next question is, where do you want to export that data? Where do you want to put that data actually, right? There must be some target server or something where you want to put that data, right? Or transport that data. So for that, you have this export target, right? You have to identify the export target somehow. Let's go and see what you need to provide in export target, right? Now, one thing that is important for export sets is it needs a mid server, a configured mid server for you. If you have a mid server, then only it will work, right? So I'll put so I don't know if this mid server is working for you. This is your mid server, but let's since it is appearing here, I'm going to pick this mid server, SNow mid server, and I'll name it as my export target, and let's put it within the temp directory, right? On the server, let's assume that is this a Windows server or a Linux server? I don't know. The mid server that you have is this?
No, not Linux server. If it is, it's a Windows server.
This is a Windows server, all right.
Yeah,
So let's put this and let's see if it works for us. I'm going to put C colon slash, right?
Mm,
So this means it will target the C drive of the server somehow.
mm,
And now I am going to submit it, right? So if everything is correct, this export set will run correctly and will export file
mm,
on the server,
mm,
on the mid server, right? Now, a few things.
mm,
On the mid server, the folder that we have, for example, C colon slash in the C directory,
mm,
there should be enough permission so that our ServiceNow system could create file on that directory, on that disk, right? If you do not allow, it will give you errors here and say that you know it was unable to write file there, right? So stuff like that you'll get. Okay.
mm, mm,
Now let's try to do. Now that I have saved it, let's try to see. I'm opening it and let's try to see what are the options available. Now I can see related links, and there are two related links: test export 20 records and text and export data, right? So let's do a
mm.
test check of 20 records, and let's see what is happening. Okay, it started exporting. Okay, there is some failure, some issues that we have to look into. Let's see. It says export is started, which is good. Created an attachment marketing export set CSV on mid server attachment table, right? And then could not create file output stream. C colon just no mid server mid Helsinki this.
Mm.
Mm, it says on your mid server, do you have this directory structure, Michael?
No, no. Maybe the mid server configuration is not.
Is the mid server up?
Yeah, it might not be. Let me see.
Let me look into this error. Let me check. I can go into mid servers. I can see if your server is up. It says it is up.
Mm.
Can you create a folder on the server, the mid server?
On a C drive.
Anywhere. Just give me access on that folder. Allow writing on that folder.
Okay. On C drive.
Create a folder.
Okay. New folder. Okay. What shall I? Put the name of the folder.
Anything.
Okay.
Name it anything and just let me just
Let
ping.
me say it snow.
Okay, ping me the path, please.
Okay.
Okay, let me do this. I'm updating the file path. Let me do test connection now. It is testing connection. Let's see if connected successfully, which is good. Let me update this. Let's go into export set. Marketing export set. Connection is good, which is important. Alright, this could be an issue of slashes.
Mm.
The system is identifying a forward slash. Right.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm still unsure. Well, let me try it.
Yeah, let's see.
Test connection. Entered successfully. Update. Go to export set. Marketing export is not exported.
Hmm.
Okay, it says could not resolve the given path. Why?
Oh,
Why is this unable to resolve the given path?
that's,
And if I do C backslash S now, is it able to resolve it?
there is a folder, one folder. That will be for the, can we use this one, maybe?
Which one?
I see here already a folder for the lead server. Let me ping you.
Okay.
There is a C drive I found this server.
Okay. Let's try doing that. Did you create this folder?
During the meet server configuration?
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see.
Maybe this one is the right folder.
Could be. Let me see.
Hmm.
It says could not resolve the given path. See, this is a forward slash, this is a backward slash. I don't know why it is
Can
not
we try with
understanding.
with the forward slash. Maybe.
It's just a trial and error. Let me see if
Hmm.
it works.
Something is
See, it could not resolve given file path. Can you do one thing, Michael?
yeah.
In this given path, can you create a sample CSV file with this name?
Okay.
Within this folder, create the CSV file path name, please. This name, please. Marketing export set.
Oh, the one that you pinged me, right?
Mm-hmm.
In C drive, you want me to create
Right,
you say a CSV file?
right. In C drive, within SNOW underscore mid server folder.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
I'm guessing this file name will also change every time we create, every time we export data. I'm not sure. Let me see. I'm going to copy this file name. Please create that file for me there,
Okay, yeah,
the CSV file. Open a
yeah,
text
I
pad
created
and just,
already.
you created already? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see if it is creating the same file or it's a different file. Because it is a pending,
Marketing Expo with that name, no CSV file, yeah, in that folder.
it is taking timestamp as part of the file name. So maybe the file name will be different. Yes, the file name is different. So there is no use of creating that file. I can understand.
Or shall I delete?
Yeah, you can delete it. So,
Okay.
let me reach out to Wiki and see if they have resolution to this. Okay. People have faced this issue earlier.
Yeah.
Okay. There's one thing that we should be doing. The user that you have here, the mid server user, whatever user we have, users, let me see, create it. What user you are using for mid server configuration, Michael?
Let me see.
If you can check into the XML file you have there.
Where shall I check the user route?
Um, go into go into C and the mid server folder,
Oh, the folder. Okay.
right? And within that, you go into the config.xml.
Let me see.
Open the config.xml and try to find out username. And in the username tag, you must have put the username there.
Let me try. There are two folders.
Find out the config.xml file, please.
Okay. Config.xml. Yeah, config.xml, I found it.
Yeah. Try to find username into that file.
Username, okay. Parameter values, no meet server. Name, it says name.
Yeah, name. Can
Uh,
you ping it to me, please? The whole tag.
yeah, let me copy this if I can. Copy this. I'm sure it's not too much. Maybe I don't know.
Just the name tag, please.
Oh, the name.
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's admin. Raul.
Okay.
The username, mid instance username. I think it's admin.
Okay. So can you allow this admin to write on the server? Can you share your screen, please?
Yeah, that will be more easier. Sharing screen. Okay, let me bring it here. This is XML.
I'm going to make you presenter.
Okay. All right.
Scroll down a little bit. I'm requesting keyboard and mouse control if you could give me that.
I said okay. Yeah, now I guess you got the control.
Okay. Uh,
Ah.
hang on, I have the control now.
Mm.
Let me see. I'll go to. I need to go to the agent folder. Let me see. Is it opening? I selected agent folder.
Yeah. Oh, let me bring it here. This one, right?
Yeah. Okay. Hang on. Now you have the folder name. What is the folder? Okay.
Config.xml.
Yeah. Wait. So I need to go back to C drive and on the SNOMAD server I need to see if I can add. Do not make it read only first of all because the remote user will try to write something on this folder. If you make it
Mm-hmm.
read only, the admin user from the ServiceNow instance will not be able to write on this drive, right?
Mm.
On this disk. And then not sharing, no, not advanced sharing is not required, so I'm going to leave that. Let's go to security. Can you hit on security tab, please?
Uh,
Yeah,
cancel it or?
The
Okay.
property window that I have opened, can you hit on the
Yeah.
security tab, please? The one that I'm pointing to?
Uh, oh, this one here.
Yeah, get rid of this one, please.
Okay.
Okay, go to security. Okay, right. Now I'm going to see edit, and I'm going to add. Let's try to do admin and see
Hmm.
if we can find that admin user. Admin we don't have, so probably we'll have to. Let me try. Not this one.
Hmm.
Can you can you copy your instance URL, please?
Oh, instance URL. Okay.
Yeah, copy the instance URL and come back to this location. Okay, not all of it.
I pasted here.
Let's see if it works. No, it doesn't. Mm, this location, no. How do we allow this user? Wait, let me get some more help.
Hmm. Hmm.
Can you copy to this? Wait, I can cut it. Can you
Hmm.
paste it on the chat window, please? Go to meeting chat. Okay.
Yeah.
No, wait. Let me see if I have that. Hmm. There's one problem, Michael.
Oh,
The
what
problem
is that?
is, see, there is this within this ServiceNow mid server folder that
Hmm.
you have this folder name, mid
Yeah.
server, this long folder name, then you have this agent folder, and within the agent folder you have the export folder here, right? We
Oh.
need to
Oh,
mention
yeah.
this export folder into our export target. But the file name that you have created here is way too long, and I am unable to enter that into the export target because the file name is quite long.
Oh.
The help instruction that we have here says that we should be giving the file path of this export folder, right?
Hmm.
And we have to make sure that the ServiceNow user is able to write on that export folder, right? If it is able to do that, then the file will be, you know, the file will
Yeah.
be created on within the export folder. So that's something that we need to do, and we are not doing that right
Okay.
now.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, this folder is created actually when I create the mid server.
Right. So
I downloaded it
I
into
think you will need to do
mm,
a little bit of change to that
mid server.
mid server configuration. Some slight changes. If you do that, then let's try that. Right. Let's do some
Hmm.
these changes, and then we'll be trying to export data into that export folder. I think that should work. That should work.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. I just pasted you that link from the ServiceNow community page, and
Okay.
you can see some help there, and maybe you can try that as well. Right.
Oh, okay.
So
I'll try that.
small task for you: change the configuration
Okay.
for ServiceNow, change
Mm-hmm.
it to a small name, uh, the Helsinki folder name that you have. Get a
Yeah.
short version of it, and then we'll retry that tomorrow.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. All right.
And
Yeah.
do
I'll do
you
that.
do you know about web services, Michael?
Not much really, Raul.
Okay, so if you get some time, maybe you read about web services a little bit, and then we'll be talking about it tomorrow.
Okay. Okay. I'll
Okay.
read web services. Okay.
Sure. All right, Michael.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good day.
I'll be
Bye.
talking to you tomorrow.
Sure. Bye.